Welcome back to this tarot reading. If you guys are tuning in, this message is for all Scorpios. Scorpios in love, anything to do with love for the end of May, right? So I have 5 cards laid out right here. We're going to flip them over and we'll go into the reading, okay? So start flipping them over. And I don't read reverse, as you guys know, if you don't already. Okay, so we got all minor arcana. We have the Seven of Wands, we have the King of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. And the Seven, is that 7? Nope, that's an 8 of Swords. So, jumping right into the reading. Scorpios. Okay, so right now, Scorpios, you're defending yourself against maybe a lot of opposition. It could be friends and family. You might be standing up for yourself when it comes to your own happiness, your own like goals in life. So right now you're kind of on the defensive, right? And you're still um you're still like having to deal with this kind of fighting. It feels like that you've been dealing with for a while, but now you're like putting yourself first more than anything instead of like allowing them to get to you, kind of thing is what I'm getting. And then we do have the King of Swords here. So the King of Swords is like all about, speaking your truth, being truthful, and cutting straight through the bullshit to get to the truth, right? The King of Swords is not afraid of the truth, to speak the truth, and of the hard truth, because he is the King of Swords. He is truthful. He knows how to like articulate his thoughts and say what he means, and not really being afraid to get down to the truth of it. He might come off as very cold to some people because not a lot of people like hearing the truth. So keep that in mind. This could be your energy that you give off to people, and so maybe a lot of people aren't like, or maybe you have a lot of envious people. You know what I mean? People who pretend that they hate you, because they don't like hearing what you have to say. In reality, it's just they don't like hearing the truth. If that's not the case, then this is somebody in your life that plays that role and has shown you like how to be like in your power. It could be your dad, could be your mom, it just could be a friend, could be anybody anybody from the past, right? So moving on, right? We do have the Ten of Pentacles. So with the Ten of Pentacles, there's a lot of opportunity for growth and like learning how to like manifest money in your life or resources or people. It's just learning about what you actually want out of life, right? Once you find something you want, Scorpio, you have to set your vision on it and go after it, because we do have the Four of Cups here next to it. So like there's an offer on the table, whether it's a love relationship, a new friendship, you know, somebody just to look up to, you know what I mean, or somebody's trying to offer their cups, like their love to you. You're in contemplation mode. You're not really like taking the opportunity. Instead, you're just looking at it. You're not, you know what I mean. Um, this energy might come off as very like aggressive, very mean. In reality, they just probably don't like rejection. You know what I mean? So, that's why you're kind of just like iffy about it. It's really off-putting to you. You're not sure about this energy, right? So, um, that could go in multiple things, Scorpio. You might be single and you don't know if a relationship is what you want right now. You're more focused on like self growth and being able to, be there for yourself first. You know what I mean? So we do have the Eight of Swords. So I feel like in some areas people are like trying to blind you they're trying to tell you how you should be living your life, when in reality you should be, you already know that you should be leading yourself, not having, I mean, take advice when you want, but know when it's benefiting you and know when it's not. You know what I mean? So, you know, if there's a blindfold on, it's because you're blinded by maybe people who want to stab you in the back, who just want to one up you or try to take advantage of you. And really, it can only happen if you let it happen. And that's just where it all comes down to, is like standing in your power, not being afraid to say no, and not being afraid to just tell somebody your truth about how you really feel. You have to come down to the core of how you really feel, Scorpio, you know what I mean? I don't think Scorpios have a hard time with expressing their feelings, at least Scorpio that I only know, like one Scorpio personally that I know. I don't see them, really like having a hard time um, expressing how they feel, except when it revolves around love. Sometimes um, when it revolves around love, they still have a hard time maybe expressing how they feel. So yeah, just talk to yourself, uh, talk to the universe, talk, and figure out answers. I think it's important to talk to ourselves if you want to find the answers. If you're trying to like figure out what the problem is, you have to ask the question. You know what I mean? You have to ask yourself, like, why is this bothering me so much? You know what I mean? If nobody ever asks why, then it's just gonna keep bugging you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna draw some more cards just because there's a lot of minor cards here. So I'm gonna draw maybe one more for each card here, and then see what we can get. What else we can get out of this reading. Okay, so with the Seven of Wands, right, we have the Magician card here, and with the King of Swords we have the Six of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles, we drew the Ten of Swords. And with the Four of Cups, we drew the Lover's card. And then with the Seven of Swords, we drew the Knight of Wands. Okay? So, back up here where you're defending yourself off people who, and you're probably feeling like they're trying to like steal your energy or just like one up you or whatever. But you have to remember, you're the creator of your life. You know what I mean? Your thoughts create your reality. If you think people are taking advantage of you, then they are. If you think like that everything's working out for you, you know what I mean? It is. But you can't, and you have to know what you're thinking. You know what I mean? If you feel like there's a civil war going on in your mind or outside of you or with this person, then there is. But if there's not, then there's not. You know what I mean? And they might try to like spark a flame in your head, or plant a seed to make you feel like, or just maybe even lie to you and try to convince you that something's wrong. But you have the power to know when to ignore it, when to just walk away, when to you create your reality. You have to remember that. And you have to take that into consideration, Scorpios, because if you don't take control of your life, somebody else will. You know what I mean? So with the King of Swords, right? The King of Swords is somebody who's very truthful, not afraid to speak the truth even when it's not popular, right? We do have the Six of Cups along with it. So when it comes to speaking the truth, you have to be willing to share your ideas with people. You know what I mean? That means standing up for what you know is right, and what you believe is right, and standing up for that. You know what I mean, Scorpios? Maybe with this person you don't like to speak the truth very much because it's not very popular to them or to you. But if you're able to speak the truth more, then you find more people you can actually rely on instead of, having to share with people who honestly are only there because um, it's comfortable, you know what I mean, or they're scared of the truth. So you have to, you have to, be willing to accept what is, you know what I mean. You can't change everybody's life. You can only really focus on your own and figure out your own traumas, your own maybe things that your ancestors have passed on to you. It's not their fault. It's just stuff they've never really fixed in their own life. And you have to figure out like, you know, what you can offer to the world and to this other person that you're thinking of, Scorpio, because there is somebody in your life, I imagine, but if you don't know how to offer them like, the truth, then it's hard to offer like real love if you are afraid of that. So moving on, we do have the 10 of coins. So back to the 10 of coins, right? Where there's like, I don't even remember what we said. That's funny. With the 10 of coins, I feel like you think somebody's maybe sabotaging you. Because we drew the like 10 of swords with it. So you feel like people are trying to stab you in the back, blah, 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 blah. These are all mental things. This is all that's going on in your head. This is what swords is all about. It's the mental activity in your head. And the pentacles, the coins is all about, finances or abundance. It could just, abundance in its general form. So with the 10 of swords, they're two tens. So this is like somebody who you feel like is stabbing you in the back, but it could just be yourself, you know what I mean? If you look at, separation is like the biggest illusion there is. We're all like one heart, like Bob Marley, right? One love. Um, you know, and you might feel like people are stabbing you in the back and stuff. They can only like they can't hurt you without them hurting themselves, you know what I mean? So, love is like everybody's kryptonite. So, um, don't be afraid to stand up to these people. Don't be afraid to, just figure out what's hurting. You know what I mean, and try to heal it. Maybe even. Um, you can't heal everybody, but you can at least try to heal aspects of yourself that are with you, whether it's other people's energies or just the energies you took on. You know what I mean? You can try to heal them and love them and understand them. So instead of like pointing the finger outward, you know what I mean? Take responsibility for and take back your power, Scorpios. Because this offer that you're thinking about, you know what I mean? This is like true love, you know what I mean? This is somebody who is like a lifelong partner. This is somebody you could rely on for the rest of your life. This is somebody that will just like express how they feel about you and keep it real with you, you know what I mean? And I think that's what everybody wants, really. They don't want, you don't want, Scorpio, you don't want somebody that's going to lie to you in a relationship, you know what I mean? I mean, if you guys are bullshitting, it's different, but, if it's just built around lies and there's no truth, it's very shaky grounds, you know what I mean? And this could be a Gemini that's in your life, that's playing a big influence in your life as well. The Lover's card. So, the Lover's card, this is potential love, Scorpios. This is potential love. This is just potential like partnership for the rest of your life. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It doesn't have to be like a full commitment. But that's totally up to you, Scorpio, because the offer's on the table, you know what I mean? But don't let it pass by, because it could pass by. And if it does, it's not all lost. There's always opportunities out there for you to grow and for you to and do your thing, basically. So with the Eight of Swords here, where you feel like maybe things aren't working against or working for you, right? Or you have a blindfold on, so you're not sure like how to navigate through things, right? Just come out with the Knight of Wands energy. Just be very like passionate about who you are and what you stand for. Because this is how this person sees you. This is how the other person sees you, Scorpio. They see you as somebody who's not afraid to like roll up on your high horse, like fuck you guys, like I'm gonna speak my truth anyways. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Because that's how they see you. They see you as somebody who's like can stand up against people and not afraid and not like being afraid to just tell somebody to f off if you need to. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who it is. It could be a celebrity or it doesn't matter. They see you as this energy. They see you as somebody who's very fiery, very passionate, and somebody who's like in their power. You know what I mean? And they are like very like envious of you because of that. They look up to you because of that. So Scorpio, whoever this person is in your life, there's someone you can rely upon. There's somebody you can trust. Um, I feel like there's just a lot of like mental, maybe mental thoughts going on up here that you might be dealing with. But I feel like Scorpios already know the answer. How to fix things, and if you don't, ask the question. Of course, ask, like why is this happening, right? Um, and yeah, seems like you're doing well, Scorpio. You're standing up for yourself. You're not really taking this offer that's on the table right now. There could be multiple offers. It doesn't have to be just one. Um, there could be multiple lovers in your life, and lovers doesn't mean like literal lover. There could be a literal lover. There could be also partnerships that last for years or lifetimes. So Scorpio, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and peace.